4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
What's going on, guys? I fixed it in your face. Daniel, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe for the information I provide. It's free. You can help me by doing those things. Before we get started here, we're going to give our channel sponsor a shout out, which is Josh is the CEO. He is a whatnot seller. Very, very cool. His team of people are very awesome. Basically, he sells shoes for a fraction of what retail MSRP would be. They are basically, I would consider kind of resellers. And they do a very good job. I have picked up a lot of merchandise from these guys. They keep my feet looking very, very fresh for a fraction of the price of MSRP. So if you guys are looking for a nice set of kicks to rock, I suggest checking out Josh and his crew. If you click on his link, it is a referral link. You will automatically get $10 towards your first purchase across the entire Whatnot app, regardless of whether you spend it with Josh or anybody else. You'll immediately get that $10. To get kicked off. But I promise you, if you guys check out Josh and bookmark all of his shows that he has, I think you'll be quite impressed. He does giveaways all the time. Super, super friendly, charismatic individual. His whole team are very, very friendly. I've bought a number of shoes from them now. He keeps my feet looking very fresh. Without further ado, let's get to the content.
Okay guys, today I'm going to teach you how to do kids scratch paper with a laser engraver. I just bought really cheap scratch paper. It's not the best scratch paper. The colors aren't extremely vibrant after being burned, but you can spend a lot of money on really reasonable scratch paper that can kind of hold up a little bit better to the heat of a laser engraver, but it still yields fairly good results. You know, I got 100 pieces of scratch paper for like $4, something like that. And if you don't know what scratch paper is, this came out when I was a kid. Literally is just color underneath the black carbon print that's on top, and kids used to be able to just scratch this, and well, I mean, you could do artwork on scratch paper. But laser engravers, especially diodes and CO2, are very capable of doing scratch paper. So let's set one up together. We're just going to choose an image. I don't know, what do we want to do here? Let's do, here, we'll do the Joker. Let's crop this guy in our software. And the secret to scratch paper is speed and low power settings. So I've pretty much got this one dialed in on where I feel like it can do its best on cheap scratch paper, but you'll have to tamper. You're going to have to waste a few pieces of scratch paper for your testing. As you can see, I had some wasted paper for sure. But on this, on the DAJA, I find that once you dial in your focal point to its smallest little point, okay, and you get this set up, so we'll go to next step, and we will drop these power settings all the way down to 40, and we will run our engraving speed at 100, and we will hit start. Going to upload that image to here. I'm going to leave the fan on it, and you're literally just going to sit back and let this thing do its thing. It's going to take time, and then when you're done, to yield these results, I had to remove the soot from the paper. So I had to take a black or a paper towel, wet it down, and lightly remove all the soot, and that brought out a lot of the colors that it engraved. But if you burn too hot, you remove the colors. If you don't burn hot enough, then you don't penetrate the carbon layer. If you burn extremely hot, you'll burn through the paper. So this is where I found that this thing seems to function its best and still produce colors without burning through it. You need your speed to be maximized at 100 and your power laser settings at 40, and you basically just let this print go until it's done, and then you wipe it off, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, it's done. Let's move this over. Ah, beautiful. You can see that it's still got a lot of black soot on there. So let's go ahead and take this in the kitchen, and this one actually came out really, really good. I'm happy with this one. Let's go ahead and wet this paper towel down real quick. Turn on a light here. This might be kind of hard to rub with both hands. Yeah, that one came out. Oh, it's still wet. Okay, well, I'll just use it as is. Just give it a light wipe. You can see that it takes all the extra soot off, which reveals the colors underneath, makes them a lot more thick. Just do not wipe hard. If you wipe hard, then you'll make a scratch, which obviously we're not trying to do. But there you go. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And then just air dry it real quick, because obviously it's still paper. The carbon layer, though, will keep it from getting soggy as long as you're just lightly wiping it. And boom. Look at that. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So I will update this power flow chart in the settings so you guys can see how I did that. And yeah, scratch paper can be found at local stores, arts and crafts places, Walmart. Go to the coloring section for kids. Normally you'll find scratch paper there. And if not, you can order it from AliExpress. It's pretty cheap, but these definitely come out looking very, very cool when you're done. So there you go, scratch paper.